Welcome back to another Team Solemn Circus live duel. On the left side here, we have Branded Despia, Branded Bissell Despia, whatever you want to call it. On the right side here, we have Mathmech in the hands of Josh Kirby, who did just win our regionals as well as the OTS championship. The same exact list. He's on the Mathmech deck. That deck is scary. He's on like 15 hand traps, something like that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Before we dive into the video, hope you guys enjoy and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys won't want to get hit by those hand traps like they coming up from Josh's deck here. And we are going to see a die roll here. And we rolled a 6. And we get to choose who's going to go first. We did win the die roll here. So that is good. But we're going to choose to go first here. Brandon's going to be going first. So I do believe we saw a Gamma in his hand. We do know he is on the main deck Gamma. We're going to start off by activating the Fusion Deployment, revealing the Albion just because it was the closest to us. Summoning out that Albaz. No effect here because it cannot use your opponent's card. It has to use your opponent's cards. Can't use your own cards. We're going to activate the Blazing Cartesia, summon itself out. Then we're going to be normal summoning out the Aluber to be able to search here for a branded spell trap. We're going to search for the branded branded fusion here. Then we're going to activate the branded fusion as well. Dumping the Albaz as well as the Lubellion, which is going to go into the Albaz. You guys might think this is a little bit odd, using the Fusion Deployment to summon out the Cartesia, or the Albaz to summon out the Cartesia, but that's the reason why, because we want to be able to dodge hand traps like Imperm. And then we're going to be seeing the Albion is going to be using the Aluber as well as the Albaz on the field, going for the Lubellion here, which is kind of weird, but we are trying to get that Albaz left in grave due to, I believe, a branded in red. And then we're going to see the Lubellion pitching the branded regained here. And then we're going to be chaining the effect of the Cartesia to go into the Granganol. And then Lubellion is going to be able to shuffle that back, Albaz as well as itself, to go into that Mirror Jade there in the gorgeous Starlight Rare. We're going to see the effect of the Granganol here. It's going to dump. Having lots of options here to dump. We haven't seen any hand traps from our opponent yet, which is super weird. We were playing around the Imperm. We're going to dump that Garua to get that draw 1. And then we are going to tag out with that Lubellion here. Activating the effect, most likely going to place Branded Lost or Branded Beast. I'm going for the Branded Lost here. So most likely setting up, that branded fusion or branded red play. Setting 2 cards here and passing. Maybe we drew into the branded. And then during the end phase, we're going to activate the effect of the Cartesia as well as the Albion, setting that branded in red. With the Albaz engraved, I shall mention. Yes, what do we have? And we reveal that the branded in red. We do see a Book of Eclipse as well here in his small world. But do they have the circular? No hand trap, which is kind of crazy, but they are playing the Book of Eclipse, which is kind of a hand trap, like going second hand trap, kind of. And then reading that Granganol, it does activate in the graveyard. Maybe no circular. They do have the that spell as well. They have like the induction or whatever, the equation. I'd like the monster reborn practically. We're gonna summon up or start off by activating the Book of Eclipse here, which is gonna have to be fine. We're gonna flip all the monsters face down. Then I activate the circular here, setting the Sigma for cost. Summoning out that circular, then they're going to activate the Sigma effect, summon itself out. We do not have an interruption for this. They're going to activate the circular effect on the field as well, which is going to be able to search for the induction or the superfactorial. But we know that they have. We do not know that they have the induction in hand here. So we're going to activate the Imperm on it, trying to stop it from being able to activate the effect. And here we have to think of, are we going to chain as well here? You just don't chain. There's no way. And we're going to activate Branded in red, and I think that we're forgetting that. Oh yeah, so on a separate chain, that's right. What am I thinking? On a separate chain, that would activate. So we're activate Branded or not Branded Chimera, which got a collector's rare reprint, which is crazy. You're definitely gonna pick that up. And then Branded Lost is gonna be able to search for the Mercurier here. It takes a second to read the Mercurier. It cannot activate because the card is going to be face down, and we do not know what that card is. Popping 2 and then drawing 1 card. You can activate the Small World here. And he knows all the cards in hand, but we drew we drew Ash Blossom off that Chimera. That draw 1 was kind of crazy, and he knows the last 2 cards, and yeah, that's kind of insane. It's going to go Equation, summon out the Circular. He's going to normal summon another Circular. So now he only has 1 card left in hand. We know right now that it's Driver, but at the time we did not. But there's not much he can do with just these 2 monsters here. He asks us the defense on the Mirror Jade. We flip it up, and he asks, "Do you have Retribution engraved, correct?" And we go, "Yep, we do." And a Branded Fusion, and yeah. He's going to link off into the Scythe, and linking both of those off into the Splash Mage. Splash Mage is going to summon back out the you can link both of that, or Splash Mage will summon back the, just doing a transcode play here, going into the Axis code. And here he's looking at it like, yeah, he doesn't have anything anyways. He's going to scoop it up. You have the Retribution. It's going to be game anyways, so might as well just scoop it up there. And yeah. And then he does not know what our last card is. It was the Branded Beast, but we're not going to reveal that because, you don't want to let your opponent know what kind of plays. People aren't really playing Branded Beast as well. A lot of players are on the 1 Lubellion as well as the 1 Sornier. We have a little bit of Mathmech players at our locals. I think we have like 5 or 6. So I'm currently opting on the 2 Lubellion, 2 Sornier line. I just think that it's a better line necessarily. I just think that the combo is still good, and like Sornier's a really good card as well. And Lubellion is it's a good card. Being able to search for the Sornier, being able to banish the Mercurier is never bad, especially hitting like a Sigma Engrave, or even like in the mirror match, hitting an Albaz is never really a bad thing, or hitting an Albion or something like that. And it's also a really easy side out versus like Kashtira. It's like automatically 3 cards you can side out right there. Those 3 cards being like the Beast, the Sornier, as well as the Lubellion. But I definitely understand, not wanting to play those. We are at a 42 card list. We are playing the Super Poly, so definitely some hot takes, I guess. I just think Super Poly is kind of crazy into the format right now. Like, I don't know if I'd take this list exactly to a YCS, but we are playing the Dragoon stuff as well, which I think is definitely cuttable. I mean, I don't really think I've ever summoned Dragoon that much, or that it even gets. Yeah, actually, I don't think I'm going to test without the Dragoon. It opens up another spot that I did cut for Sprint, so I don't really feel like my opponent ever banishes the Dragoon anyways. They normally go for the Mud Dragon, and if I cut the Dark Magician from the deck, I can either add in another Super Poly, which will let me see it more, or cut it down to 41, which would kind of change up the ratios there. More optimal. I do like 42 in the deck, especially because how much you search. I don't really want to see some of like my harder bricks. Like I am playing that Beast and the Retribution and stuff like that. I don't really want to see those cards. But I guess Expulsion could also be swapped in, but that's like another brick for a brick. Here, going to be cutting it up, giving that little ruffle here, and then we're going to see that the Mathmech player is going to go first. Going first here is going to activate the effect of the Silent Mining, discarding Gamma. We say Ash Blossom, hit us another Gamma, and yet there it is. They are both in hand, so not that bad. Similar with that Circular, dumping the Sigma. Sigma is going to be summoning itself back, activating the Circular effect, searching for that Super Factorial. We all know the combo here. why we're speeding through it. Sorry about that if it's too quick for you guys. Going into Albert. Albert's going to be able to search here for the um, second circular here. So that means he has a diameter in hand already. Which, he's going to normal summon here, targeting the circular, summoning back out. And we do not have a nib in our hand right now, I don't think. So we're going to link away into the scythe fold, and going into the devotee, or vice versa, I'm not really sure. Linking off, getting 2 tokens, and drawing 1 card, putting 1 back. And then he's going to be using it to go into the Lingribo. Then using both those to go into the Wicked. Is going to be using both those to go into the IP here. Using 2 line measures, then we're going to activate the effect of the Wicked, banishing the devotee to search for the copy of whatever it's called, diameter, and setting 2 cards here. So, being able to draw for turn. We know he has the most likely he kept the whatever it's called, the circular in hand. We're going to activate the fusion deployment here, revealing. Revealing apparently is not cost. We're going to reveal the Mirror Jade. He's going to chain the IP, going for a format Appaloosa here. Then he's going to say, okay, well, you can do whatever you want because it's apparently not cost. I honestly thought it always was. And we played a bunch of matches the other day with it. Both of us players being with the. So here we're going to reveal the Granganol. So we did change our target. Going for that. Blazing Artesia here. You're going to chain the Super Factorial, spin back out all 3 of them, which is going to give them a negate as well, and be able to pop that card as well as, the card in our hand. We're going to chain the Blazing Artesia. I don't even know why here. Maybe hoping that he's going to be, negating it with Appaloosa, but he wouldn't. There's no really point to. We're going to get another rid of a card from our hand. So why would you do that? We're going to fuse with the Aluber and itself. So we have another Aluber in hand, or what's going on here? Then we're going to make the Quiritus. We're just going to pop the Quiritus, and then the Lubellion. Why do we not activate Lubellion first? That's definitely a misplay there. You 100% activate Lubellion first. Get the Soraneer. Then activate, then the first thing he can do, he has to either chain the, and we just scoop it up there. Yeah, we definitely misplayed at that. You 100% start off with Lubellion, searching for the Soraneer. He doesn't have enough zones to activate Super Factorial to be not afraid of the Soraneer. He's gonna have to chain the IP, which he will be able to negate that Soraneer, but then you still have another body on the field. Yeah, that was 100% a misplay there. We just 100% just punted that game, but we are going to move on to game 3. He had that full board. We didn't have any hand traps, which is super scary. I mean, we had that Ash Blossom, but he had the Gamma anyways. And Gamma is such a huge card when it comes to card advantage. Even having it in the hand doesn't really do that much with Mathmech. It only really needs the 1 card or 2 card combos. Looking at you, Circular. Here we're going to side out. We are siding Nibiru's, evenly matches, and when's evenly matched going to get an ulti or a CR? Like we have now ultras. We have 2 or 3 ultras actually. 1 secret rare printing, and then maybe 2 secret rare printings actually. I mean there is on limbs, but we don't count those. And then there is that 1 super rare. When are we getting the highest rarity? Come on, Konami, give us some ulti evenlies or ulti Ash Blossoms. Give us some ulti Ash Blossoms. Chances are we'll probably see CR Ash Blossoms before we see ultis, but maybe OTS Pack 22? Huh? Maybe? Brandon will get to choose to go first here, which is pretty advantageous for the deck. I think Mathmech's definitely a cool deck. If you guys want to pick up a deck that's super basic to play, there is some of the more complicated lines, and it's kind of a little bit of a, it is not control, not combo, but it does both because you are playing like your Mathmech combo. It's definitely a mid range deck, but you have that all that control options due to like all those hand traps you play if you draw them. But I definitely think the deck is like a great starter deck. I think it's pretty cheap as well. Other than the trap tricks, not trap tricks. Other than the paralytic seed, which due to trap tricks has increased in price significantly. Moving on to game 3 here. We are cutting up that deck, and we're going to be able to draw here. Can we Nightmare combo is the question. And here they drew. Did they draw? I see a whole lot of silent minings there. We're going to also note the Cartesia. This card stuck to our hand, man. And then we're going to be activating the effect of Fusion Deployment, revealing the one to search for the Aqua Dolphin here. Summon out the Aqua Dolphin in defense position. Then shuffling up that deck. And, we normal summon out the Cartesia first because that allows out a monster with more than 500 attack. We're going to activate the effect of the Dolphin, discarding the Sorny, which is kind of wild. And we see 2 diameters, 3 silent minings. Wow. I was just talking about, all these crazy cards, but that's not very crazy. Sorny effect is going to be able to send here, sending the Retribution to the graveyard. And having the Branded Fusion as well. Wow, we are not afraid of Ash at all. We saw the hand, we don't care. We get to pop off. Going for Albaz as well as the Lubellion here. Going for that Albion play. Then we're going to activate the Albion effect here. Can mostly use Albaz. If we want to discard the card in our hand is the question. We have Albaz and Sorenir if we wanted to. But, we have to discard a card. Is there a world where we just don't activate the Albion effect here? Because we don't really care about Lubellion. Here we're thinking hard on it. We only have 1 card left in hand. Is that card a card we need is the question. Because we already have Nightmare set up right here if we wanted to. And, he's telling us take our time. We have lots of time until time. We have about 20, or I guess it's 15 minutes on this. But yeah, we have Nightmare play for sure. You just don't even need to bother, I don't think. Here we're going to banish the Albaz as well as the thing. Summon out the Garua. Okay. Interesting play here, but I guess, Garua will allow us to have another draw. And then we're going to activate the Blazing Cartesia to tag out, going into the Granganol. Granganol 1, Garua 2. Now you definitely Granganol. Joe Chainlink 2 Granganol. Yeah, I was going to say. To dump the Nightmare. Imagine drawing the Nightmare there. That'd be sucky. And then we're going to get that Garua draw. Activate the Lubellion tag out. Then activate the Lubellion effect here, setting either Branded Lost or Branded Beast. We're going to do Branded Lost here. I don't think that's going to really come up in clutch very much. Setting 1 card during the end phase. We're going to add back that Cartesia as well as activate the effect of Branded Branded Expulsion here. That card needs to be banned. This card's insane. It's a problematic card, to be honest. Here, his opponent has some chances of drawing playable, and here he's going to be, yeah, we're going to activate Staring in Standby phase, tribute off the Granganol, targeting the Nightmare as well as, we probably do the Albaz there, right? Yeah, the Albaz. Then he's going to look in our graveyard, and he's going to just scoop it up. He's going to go, yeah, you have it. He's going to start milling his deck, seeing how far he was to play around. Trying to see how far he's going to be to hit a bell or a call by the grave. So, unfortunately, he was way far off. Going to toss back that Nightmare, and we had a set Super Poly and the Ash Blossom as well. That's crazy. But yeah, he goes, well, unfortunately, that is how the game goes. we do scoop when you don't have enough. And yeah, hands like that are kind of unfortunate. We do talk about, what would have happened if he would have pulled something else out. But we had Ash Blossom and Super Poly as well, so that's definitely that. We see a fist bump there. We do like that good sportsmanlike conduct. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and peace.